Hey there everyone, this is Mystic Fish and welcome to episode 50 of our Factorio series on building an expandable base. The base has been expanding and last episode we got blue science up and running. In fact, if we take a look here, where is it? Blue science. Here it is. We're actually producing over 100 science per minute of blue science, which is pretty good, and that's a reason that all of the research that we queued up last time has finished. So I think we're going to continue to just work our way through all of this stuff. Do I really care about what order we do this stuff in? Maybe it is actually better to do... Let's get some of the weaponry upgrades. Better explosives. Better bullets. And then we can just go get the rest of this stuff. Okay, so that can get started on that. You can see the research continues apace. We do need to continue extending the base down here. The next thing that we want to build is yellow science, and so we may need to get one or maybe two rows deeper down here. So I think we're going to have to clear out some of these biters in order to do that. However, before the other thing is we finished nuclear power. And so we do have an opportunity to start thinking about uranium. Here's a uranium patch that's pretty close. If we look over here, don't we have I forget if we had train stations. We do. We have a loading station. So could we do something like this if we land? I guess if we landfilled in, we could do it. I'm not in too big of a rush for that because... And I do want to, like, our systems are really based on loading with trains. The other option would be, we could build the receiving station for the uranium here, which is, I think, part of our base plan. Yeah, it's over here, even with the lake and so on. So we could do that, although this is also a good spot for... This is potentially a good spot for, although we could get tracks in here, and actually potentially we could split like this, and actually we could stick the builder train build here. We could have trains come in like this and put the builder train there, and then we could also have trains come in here, and that can unload uranium. So we could try to build the uranium all the way over here, and maybe that would be the easiest thing to do. I feel like we built the train-based stuff for it, and so maybe we want to do that. Are there other uranium patches? I don't know. So we may have to come over here and landfill some of this stuff out. We'll have to get rid of I think these are worms left over, so we'll have to get rid of those and do that. But before we do any of that stuff, the other thing that we have, if we look at our road report over here, is we have 3 logistics spots, which is exciting. That was one of our researches that we did since last episode, and we can see we're now building logistics spots. This is sticking logistics spots in here. And to put them into the road report. This is controlled by our logic of, do we need, do we have too many logistics spots that are busy? If so, we need more bots. What I did was we produced some bots here, but they didn't actually get stuck in because if you have 0 logistics spots available and 0 of them are active, the way we have the logic, it says like, oh no, everybody's like completely not active. So I had to actually grab, I think there were 3 logistics spots. I stuck them in here by hand, which is why we have this here. And so from now on, we'll be able to just grow our logistics bots as we go. But, and this is exciting, I think one of the things I want to do next is let's turn on personal logistics and auto trash, and we'll have the bots start to manage our inventory. This is also a good way. We do need some logistics bots for small amounts of stuff. Obviously, the builder train is going to rely on it. Actually, the nuclear power relies on it. We're going to have to get yellow science before we can get nuclear power running anyway. So, because we are relying on certain things being delivered by logistics bots with requester chests and things like that. So, here's what I like to do for the personal logistics. Actually, I do the same thing when I set up logistics for Spidertrons, which is I set a filter for absolutely everything I can. So, like, I'll start with wooden chests and say I actually don't want any wooden chests. And I'll do iron chests. I'll say I don't need any iron chests either. And just sort of working my way through. And what I do is I actually pick for most things a specific number that I want of them and make the minimum and the maximum the same. And then the bots try to manage things to that level. And let's see, I think I don't need storage tanks at the moment. And then what I do is I basically have the layout here mirror the layout here, right? So these 4 things were in the first row, and then I start doing these in the second row. So we'll get 500 belts and so on. And so I'm going to go set up all of those logistics filters. I'm going to do that off camera, so you don't have to watch me do that. And we will be back in a few minutes for me, but momentarily for you. Okay, we now have all these filters set up, and with many things set to 0. So this is what our current sort of, I think, runaround design inventory is going to look like. We'll alter this when we're ready for more builder train stuff. But in the meantime, like, one of the big things is being able to restock on ammo, for example. Just in the process of setting this up and asking for stuff, we are now up to 69 logistics bots, so that is good stuff. Let's see, what are some of the things that I didn't quite do? So, like car, for example, I set this to be 0 to 1, so that to allow for situations where, like, my car is not in the inventory, right? So 0 is okay. So some of the personal equipment type stuff has a range to it. Now, the other thing that we need to look at is we do need to make sure, at least for all of these intermediates, that we have places for these things to go. We need a place for the logistics bots to take all of these if we are trashing them out of our inventory. And so, if you recall, wood we already have set up, right? We have, where is that guy? We have this one here, right? So all of our wood should get delivered there, we would hope. And what are we missing here? I think that's okay. But, for example, the next thing we need to look at is stone. And so what we're gonna wanna do is probably come down here, and we'll just pick an area, and actually let's just run down there real quick so we can just see what this is going to look like. Whoa, turning the wrong way. What the heck? Gotten a number of supportive comments about my driving. And yes, they're well earned. I'm not the world's best driver here, in Factorio anyway. Not that I'm going to go out and win any Formula 1 races in real life either. But let's see. So what we want to do are, I think especially we want things that feed science, because we know, we want to give preference to those because we know that we're going to be continuing to do science, and eventually when we get to infinite science, then that'll make sure any like extra stuff gets used up here. So I think what we want here is, actually let's not do that there. Let's get get a filter there. Let's get a storage chest. Let's filter you to stone. And you can go in there. And input priority right. So that way, any stone that comes in will land here, get it put on here. It'll get prioritized by the splitter. And then because we have a lane bouncer going, it should be able to go in on either side, I believe. So that will help us out. Okay, so I'm gonna go do that for sort of all of the major intermediates we're running into. I am a little curious, actually. Let's get map. Where the heck are you taking this stone? So let's go find that out. And we'll see if wherever they take it, it could be that they're putting it just in some storage chest that has like extra stuff that doesn't have filters on it, which I think we want to know about eventually, figure out where that goes. So then we can clean it up and send things where they're supposed to go. Whoop, they got to recharge here. This is funny, like where do we think they're going with that stuff? We're up past the mall. Is one of these a... Aha, we're delivering it for landfill up here. Which I think we can get rid of this, to be honest. I think I'd rather have that stuff get delivered into the science. But anyway, I'm gonna do the same thing, set up storage chests for a bunch of the other intermediates, and then we will be back. Okay, we are back, and I have set up the storage chest with the filters so that all those intermediates get or delivered someplace they can be useful. One of the things that I'm a little worried about here is, we can see it here, we've got almost no petroleum gas flowing into the mall at this point, and we're really just producing a trickle of solid fuel here. So I am actually a little worried that we will end up, and that is because we have almost no oil in here. And so these are probably down at their lowest production points here. So we are going to have to prioritize getting some oil in here, which I think means that we have to come up here and go build this outpost right there. So before we can do that, we have to clear out some amount of biter base stuff up here, which I think we'll do at fast speed. Maybe we'll get these and some of these down here. And then we'll obviously have to build the rails out, and then we can see about building one of our bot-based outposts. So that is the, I think, near-term agenda. That will allow us, we've already built our receiving station for the oil. So this will be the first time we build a fluid outpost, which I think will be interesting for us. What is this? What are these guys doing? They're creeping down to this stuff down here, which is fine. Okay. Do we? I guess these things, we decided that we were going to leave these in the grid, just because it's a convenient. They're close enough that, you know, it's within the sphere of the base here. So I'm gonna go probably sped up versions of clearing some biters out this way, and then we will be back. All right, we have now cleared out biters all around this and a clear path. We've left some worms in some cases. I think that's okay. That'll prevent us from having expansions land in those places. Biters tend not to want to expand into places where either we have structures or there are already biter nests. I do think we need to clear these last couple of worms in here because rails are going to come through here. So next step is we're going to go grab a bunch of rail stuff and build our rail infrastructure out here, which I think we'll do that sped up as well. So or maybe a cutscene. I'll see how long it is. But we'll be back after that. Okay, we are back, and we have cleared biters now and have gotten the rail network out here so that we can go set up our oil outpost. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to adjust my logistics filters to match sort of builder train, if you will. And then we'll go out there and stamp down the outlet. Now, a couple of people did point out that, oh, we have a big fat roboport here in the middle of this thing. So we should fix that. That's this guy. And we need to flip it this way. And then we can fill in the missing bits. So folks pointed that out. Thank you. And yeah, so I'm going to go adjust, load up builder train worth of stuff, and then I will meet you out at the outpost. Okay, we are back here out at the outpost, and I've got a bunch of outposting stuff. So what are we going to do here? We are going to go into our fluid loading. This is where we are going to source our oil from. Fortunately, it would appear that this will overlap nicely with all the stuff we need to do down here. Let's see, what else do we want to do around this? I think we want to put mines around all of this. Defenses, straight wall mines. We can see this a little easier here. So we need that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And then we need the corners. Convex corner wall mines. So we need that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And then we need to put some mines down around this stuff. Although, let's see, we do want to get rid of, I think I want to start with just 3 trains worth. Oh, there are only 3 trains here. Perfect. That works well. Let's see. I do want to get rid of some of these mines that are over top of some of the oil here. We want to get as much of the oil as possible. And why don't we plunk a roboport sort of down in the middle here. And make sure that can get powered. And then let's get our mine, our sort of ad hoc mine stuff. We can kind of go wide around this stuff. Go up here. That's fine. I was off by a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. Good. That gets all the mines in. I guess we can save some mines by getting rid of these. and these. Let's see, we need pump jacks plugged in here somehow. Okay. And then we'll have to plug these in with pipes and stuff. So I think what we'll do is let's start by putting this one in. And let's get power to it. Let's see. Okay, and then if we do this, okay, now we got power. All right, then let's plunk down. Let's plunk down our storage chest. And what do we need to give it? Lots of stuff. And I guess we might as well, let's see, let's put the rest of the roboports in. No, not into there, into here. Roboports, large power poles. Let's put bots in here. What else are we gonna put in here? I'm gonna keep some pipes for the moment, although you'll need pumps. And let's give you just half of those for the moment. You'll need these. I'm gonna hang on to you can have that stack. Let's give you all the repair packs. Let's give you all the pump jacks. Give you all the mines, and let's give you a few radars. Oh, looks like we need some more storage. That's probably enough radars. Do we have a radar? Do we even have a radar in here? I guess I want to put a radar there. If we look, that illuminates this whole area. That seems fine. Okay, now we have to orient this stuff. And I forget where this is supposed to come in. All right, it's supposed to come in right here. Okay, you're gonna turn. Oh, that one. We actually need these mines a little further up. Where's that mine blueprint? Up in here. Oh, these are outside, so that's no good. All right, let's point these all this way. Okay. All right, so we need pipes here and here. go that way. Okay. Line this guy up. This will go here. So I like this style of kind of having a central line of pipes that's somewhere in the middle of the oil field, and then sort of bringing things sideways to meet it. Let's see. All right, turn this one, or this one can clearly go here. This one extend down. And then we gotta turn this one. Okay, then we need power around all this stuff, so I need some medium power poles. Give me these. Okay, then you will go like here. That covers both of those. That covers both of those. Fine. All right, some of these are working. Put a little ring redundancy there around it. Are these guys? Okay, let's see if we get maybe we can put borrow some rails out of here. Let's see are we missing rails to get up to the station, or are we just missing the station? Maybe both. Oh no, there's 4 trains up here. Okay, so I do want to get rid of one of these, I think. That's these guys. So let's get rid of one of these, because I only brought enough for 3 trains. That should let us build all the trains. Let's get the station in, which I need to grab the station. stations. Give me half of these. And we have all the roboports in at the moment. If we do this, we do have all the roboports. Okay, good. So then I think we can just get this guy in. Yeah, train limit. Well, we're only, yeah, 4 is fine. If we can accommodate 4 trains, that's fine. Is there anything else we need to do here? I think maybe not. I think we can now leave the bots to finish building this outpost. And so I am going to go ahead and head back to the base, and we'll talk about what we're going to do next. So I will see you there. Okay, we're back at the base, and let's see. The trains are have all been started over here, although it looks like we're missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is too many. Let's get rid of that one. Okay. Otherwise, these are waiting. How much do we have in here? 121K. I guess we've got 200K total. So we're getting there. This is almost a, you know, we're more than halfway to filling this train here. It does seem like the balancing stuff that we were trying to do here is maybe not quite working as expected, because some of these don't have any stuff in them. And so, like, that should be getting over here and getting pumped here, but it looks like this is getting prioritized to fill this. But I don't know. We'll have to see if we care about that. If this does eventually fill up, I think it's fine. But like, for example, we're filling this, even though this is not full yet. So I don't know. We'll have to watch this over time. This is up to 122, but that may delay. This may just be startup and filling up some of the buffers here. So we'll have to see how that works out. But in the meantime, what is next? What is next is, I think we want to come down here and extend our perimeter some more. We've built this, is ready to be a train station of some sort, but we need to get our grid and mine defense down in here, and we need to build the walls down over here. And so in order to do that, we're going to have to go clear out some of these biters. I think I will probably just do that off camera, and then I will be back. Okay, we are back, having cleared out a bunch of biters down here. And so that means we can get ready to extend our defenses a little more. So let's get our straight wall of mines. Those are going to go down here. Probably just to there. That's fine. We are going to get our grid in here like this. And then we are going to extend the walls. So we're going to get defenses, straight wall, dragon teeth. We'll do those. We will do the straight wall flamethrowers like that. And then we'll do one more set of straight mines. There. All right, that should keep the bots busy. How are we doing over here? 173. We're still pumping. Are we now mostly pumping into the things that we're missing? Well, this is still filling this. So the balancing isn't quite working the way that I want on that. We may have to revisit that one. We're filling, I mean, yeah, that is... See, I think, so this one is not... This one should be pumping, right? This is full. Oh, no, that's okay. This should be going. Right, because this one, no, this one's full. Why are we, oh, because we're pumping into here. Oh no, this one's not marked. It's actually the rest of these. I don't think the circuits are set up right on this. I am actually going to go... All right, I'm going to go get up there, and we're going to see if we can debug this thing, because I think this is not set up right. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm going to proceed off camera. Okay, we're back at the oil outpost, and it just occurs to me that there was one other thing that I wanted to do, which was to set up something to let us know if we're missing anything. So, is that what we want? No, I need a constant combinator. And so, let's say that we want to have at least 100 mines in here. And we want to have at least 20 repair packs. And we'll start with that. So then what we want to do is we want to get from here to here. We want to read ROAT statistics and logistic network. Actually, we do also want total bots is T, so we want we also want T to be at least 15. And then what we'll do is we're going to say global playback, show alert, allow, well, that's fine. We're going to say if anything is less than 0. Let's get some piano in here. I think we did a G for this. And we will get, we'll just have this show up as I need mines. That's the most likely thing that we're going to need here. Okay, so now that will tell us if we need stuff. All right, so now we need to refresh our memory with how this is all supposed to be working. Which is, so we are, it's coming into the middle, and is the issue so these are here and these are connected. This one, the ones that are next to the train don't have circuit connections. Is that our problem? So what's coming in here? Output 6. We need to refresh our memory how this stuff is working. The general idea here is we want to Ah, 4 is less than 5. Right. Okay, so this is basically saying, okay, 4 are the contents of this station. And then this should be active is 4 is less than or equal to 5. Right. Okay, so I think, oh, there goes the train. So that's good. Maybe we'll go watch that. Deliver itself. As we pass out of radar range, but I think if we just add the circuit condition or the green wires to the final tanks, I think that will fix things for us. Okay, where is this guy going? Should be going here. Hopefully this like almost instantly unloads. Yeah. Okay, good. Then we'll come back and check that. Okay, so let's get the remaining green wires in, which I happen to have. No, this is connected. This one's not connected. Is there a reason that didn't get connected? This is always on because we want to push stuff here. So I think that's okay. I think we just need to include that and include that. And that one. Ugh. Walking around all these pipes here. And this one. Okay, and this one. This one. And this one. And this one. Okay. That's got 15. So that is not active. This is pushing whatever we have here. This one's full. This one's full. Oh, because we did stock up a bunch of stuff. So we should be pumping down here because this one is low. This has the least. This has the second least. Right, so all of the, right now, okay, now this is working right. So all the oil that's coming in here is basically going here. Because this is the one with the least. This is also the only car that's not full. Oh no, this one isn't. Oh no, right, that's the one that's not full. Okay, I think that is balancing better. And let's take a look at how things are going back at the base. Are we back to making solid fuel? Yeah, all the refineries are active. We now got a full lane of solid fuel again, so that looks good. Do we have this coming to the mall? We have some of this coming to the mall. Not very much. But we're still producing this, which means I think this is not quite set up the way we want it to be. So, because, do we want to prioritize this? No, I guess this is power, right? This is for power, so we got to prioritize this stuff. So I think it's okay for right now. Let's see, are we missing, what stuff are we missing? I think it's all the same stuff that we're missing. Let's make sure we are making cliff explosives. We are. Okay, good. And we are still making mines. Those are probably the most important near-term things for us to be making. Although, I think, let's see, didn't we join, where's these two things? Right, we want Okay, that is, I did disconnect that there. And this is all, okay, so these are all pumping into here. That's fine. Do these, okay, these are all look okay. 20, 20, 20, 20, 19. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, 19, 19. Okay, these front rows are, no, you're not staying balanced. Oh, no, but you're not the front row. Oh, yeah, but you're disabled. So that's okay. All right, I think this is okay. How much are you pumping through now? Okay. You're almost full of oil. We're full of oil here, so that's what we want to see. And let's see, how close is this guy to being done? Oh, we must have sent another guy through. Okay, are these filling up roughly equally? No, this one's still fullish. But I think that's because it probably had extra up here. These are okay. We're all in the same ballpark. That one's a little high. That one's higher. But yeah, these are now disabled. What are these first ones here? Yeah, okay. I think that's more balanced. So good stuff. We got our oil outpost up and running. We've restored our solid fuel. Cleared out some biters. And came down here to extend our domain. Let's see. Do we have the mines all in along the bottom? We do. Almost. There we go. Okay, so if that is the case, then we can get rid of the mines that we have that were here. So I think we can get rid of most of these since we have moved the defense out. So we can get rid of those. All right, that will keep the bots busy for a little bit. There they go, collecting all that stuff. So we're going to start working on yellow science next. And so I guess let's do a little quick preview. Yellow science. We are going to add yellow science, 1350. And what all stuff do we need here? Not steel. Not copper. Let's just put all this stuff in. Okay, but we know, okay, that's fine. This is all fluid stuff here, so actually I can take that guy out. Okay, so then make this look like belts. Okay, so we need 4 belts of iron. We need 3 smeltings of steel, 4 smeltings of steel. And then we're going to need a lot of copper. 9 belts of copper. So, what do we still have available to us? We're using all of this. We still have 4 slots here, so we could. This is our lane balance thing, right? Okay. Oh, you don't have a roboport there. This roboport's going to be in the way. Let's move you. Let's see, I need a roboport up in here somewhere. Fine, how about there? Okay, so we have 4 lanes here that we can use for iron. So we are going to need, and we're not currently bringing coal in here. How many lines of coal did we need? Okay, just like 1 belt. So that's okay. Do we have extra belts up here? No, we're using all of that, so that's okay. But this is giving us, what, 5 belts? So we're going to get 8 out of here. So that means we do have one that can come down here. We will need more iron, maybe coming in here, so that we can get the four smeltings worth of steel. Okay, so we can do, actually if we do the steel up here, that's only one more belt to come through, so we might do that. And then get iron in here. That'll let us bring iron further down for anything else that we have. We said we needed 9 of these, and we have room for 6 here, and we'll probably get some more copper in here. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter other than we can just bring all of the copper in together. Then let's just check on our yellow science blueprint here. This guy's 150 science per minute, and so 1350 divided by 150, so we're gonna have 9 of those. So we'll have 9 of the stamping those out, so that will span two grid segments. And so we can probably then also put the oil processing for yellow in here. I forget, let's take a look. I forget if the yellow science spans it does span 2 grids north-south. So that means we're actually gonna need to get a little more space down here as well. So we'll need to, I'll probably kick off the expansion down here, one more level of the grid, and then when we come back next episode, we can start working on securing additional iron and copper. Where is it likely that we could do that? I think we're going to ignore these. These are we're going to be using these areas, so we're going to ignore that stuff. This is one possibility. That's a nice big fat one. Where else is there large iron or copper? That's probably the copper that we'll grab. So we'll have to clear some biters around that. And we'll probably have to clear some of the biters around here to come grab. How are we doing on this iron ore? By the way, that's all full, right? So we don't have any stuff coming in. So we don't really have to, we probably don't have to expand yet, to be honest. Because I bet our copper outpost is probably also backed up. That's stone. Yeah, copper is fine. And and we got all this copper too. All right, so this is all fine. So we may not need outposts. But we will need to bring the we'll need to bring the ore in down here with some new stations. So I will probably just do the extension off camera, and when we come back, we'll be ready to set up the yellow science. So that's what we have for today. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and until then, bye.